All eyes are on one of the defendants who's telling his side of the Vanderbilt rape story in court this morning. Our Chris Conti is live now in downtown Nashville with this morning's dramatic developments. Chris.
Well, Vicki, on the eve of his 21st birthday, Corey Beatty took the stand in his own defense today. Testimony that right now is still going on in the courtroom behind me. Beatty went so far as to take responsibility for his actions on June 23rd of 2013, but then said that he would not change his plea to guilty. Now, Beatty took the stand just after 9 a.m. this morning. He answered every question by looking directly at the jury. The former Vandy football star says he remembers finding pictures on his phone of the alleged assault and then immediately deleted them because he was, quote, terrified. Under oath, he said he was in an alcoholic blackout when all of this happened and can't recall any of it. And for the very first time in the last 2 weeks, the alleged victim was offered an apology today.
Can you explain your actions?
I'm just sorry. I never intended on hurting anyone. I was extremely intoxicated, and I would just like to extend a personal apology to Mr. and her mother.
Okay. Don't, without mentioning, do you have any explanation for your conduct?
I was just drunk out of my mind. This is something I would never do in my right state of mind.
As she has been for the last 2 weeks and some change now, the alleged victim in this case was sitting in the courtroom during all of this today. Corey Beatty offered that apology and looked directly at her. At one point this morning, when that video of her being allegedly raped was shown, she broke down crying as court officers did their best to get her some tissues. Of course, we will be following this and have more updates throughout the day. For now, we're live at the courthouse downtown. Chris Conti, News Channel 5 HD. Vicki.
Chris, thank you. We will, of course, be monitoring the court proceedings throughout the day and bring you the latest developments as they happen on our cable channel, News Channel 5 Plus, and streaming online at newschannel5.com. A historic Nashville chapel is in ruins this morning after a late-night fire gutted the building. The blaze broke out at the Mount Olivet Chapel around 9 last night. Smoke and flames filled the building, causing part of the roof to collapse. There were no injuries, but with narrow access roads through the cemetery, firefighters did have trouble getting water trucks close enough to fight the flames. Officials say there was no electricity running to the structure. They're still working to find out exactly what caused the blaze. Quite a strange find at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue this morning. Secret Service agents scrambled to nab a suspicious electronic device that landed on the lawn of the White House around 3 a.m. Reports indicate it could be some kind of drone, possibly what's called a quadcopter, about 2 feet in diameter, that was flying at a very low altitude before it crashed. President Obama and the First Lady are traveling to India and Saudi Arabia this week. Their daughters, Sasha and Malia, are staying at the White House with their grandmother. That massive snowstorm barreling towards the northeast that Leland told us about could be one of the all-time worst they've ever seen. Blizzard warnings are out and much of the area is bracing for 2 feet of snow. Some parts could even get 3 feet. The National Weather Service is warning of near hurricane force winds from New Jersey to New York, Boston to Maine. Residents are being urged to stay off the roads, and more than 4,000 flights have already been canceled. That's a place I would not want to be right now.